有我阿嬷因为她才认识变装皇后。
对啊，你阿嬷认识她？
但她一开始讲变性皇后。
他们不是都要 tuck 吗？就是要塞。那我就很好奇，说他们就是如果表演到一半想上厕所怎么办？这种感觉就是感觉，因为他们都用胶带封嘛，就是如果要拆开来上厕所，那是不是会很麻烦
？Hi everyone, my name is Jay Lin, the founder of Gaga Thai. After the win of Nymphia Win on season 16 of RuPaul Drag Race, the drag scene here seems to have exploded in Taiwan. But in actuality, the drag scene, the drag culture here has existed for decades. So we're here at the second International Drag Fest to talk to the performers, the attendees, and also people on the street to get their reaction on this new cultural phenomenon that is happening in Taiwan. Let's talk to the drag queens to see what they have to say.
Going to shows, seeing that there were only the same 5 or 6 drag queens every single time, and I was watching them perform and I thought, I think I can do it better. And basically that's how I started doing drag.
Drag for me is 2 things. One is it's an artistic expression, so it's me having fun, but also I think I'm carving a space for people who want to maybe express themselves a bit differently. Sometimes, some young people, they think, oh, maybe I should do this and shouldn't do that. And I'm hoping that if they see me dressed like that on the streets or on a Pride or in Parade or something, they will think, oh, maybe I can just dare a little bit more than what I'm supposed to do.
其实我一开始是变装皇后的舞者，对，然后后来自己本身也很喜欢舞台，然后热爱表演，所以我后来也想说自己可以尝试出来自己做皇后看看。
Shave your chest hair, and I love my beard, and I have to get rid of my beard every time I get in drag, and it makes me sad. And getting in drag is just such a pain in the butt. It's like 3 hours process from the makeup to, getting into your outfit, finding the right jewelry, gluing your wig down. I mean, there's just so many things, and I'm lazy. So I'm known as being the lazy queen. So, for me, that's kind of the hardest part.
I don't find drag at all challenging. The only challenges right now are my increasing age. And the fact that my knees aren't as strong as they used to be. Drag has never been a challenge. People in Taiwan have been supremely accepting.
不会，因为我平常就是漂亮的女生，所以这对我来说并没有什么特别的困扰。
以前会觉得有影响，但其实现在我觉得不会。
是因为社会改变还是？
我觉得是我自己的心态上面的改变啦，因为变装它终究是个表演，那人家要不要接受是他们的事情。如果有人因为我们的自信而不喜欢我们的话，那不是我们的问题，是他们的问题。
我的另外一半也是一名变装皇后，所以我们基本上就在后台认识的。对，但是他们我听过很多，其实现在可以接受的人越来越多了，没有像以前这么的困难了。
That is a wonderful question for me because I have found a partner. We've been together 7 years and he is also a drag queen, and we met backstage at a party where we were both in drag, and I had heard about him for a few months and I was like, well, he's probably a diva, he's probably a lot to deal with, but let's see, let's get to know him. And I go over and I chat with him. His drag name is Yolanda Missoula. And I was like, hi, my name is Ellery and blah, blah, blah. My drag name is Elia Heights, and we introduced each other. I asked him out on a date the next day, and a couple weeks later we were together, and now we've been together 7 years. So no, I mean, for me, I'm living proof that, being a drag queen doesn't mean that you can't find a partner.
那是 Lady Gaga 会哭出来呢。对啊。
我想一下，王鹤棣，我想要跟他跳一些双人舞的部分，然后一些就是包含我很多那种性感的东西，可以扒他衣服最好。
确实，因为找我做假发一顶就可能就是5、6千块，然后就是像这种真发的话，一顶可能有6、7千，对，所以其实我们的行头真的都蛮贵的，像这个可能就有3、4千的羽毛，越漂亮的东西，但是越贵喽。
And I think it's very, very difficult because it's very hard to make money in this sort of job. I'm very lucky. I have a good job. It's paying well. It's paying for my wigs. It's paying for my outfits. It's paying for everything. So this is a hobby for me. And I'm very, very lucky that I have a Saudi job that supports me.
我算是比较省一点的皇后了，然后但因为我是住在南部的皇后，所以我每周都要上来，加上车钱的话，1个月至少是2万起跳。
我觉得就是你只要这一身打扮穿上去，你就是要非常的有自信，就不能这样子垂头丧气，或者是害羞或什么不行，就是要很落落大方，然后睫毛贴上去，整个就是要炯炯有神的看大家。
我觉得如果你对变装有兴趣的话，那就去吧。无论是自己画、自己学、自己买假发、自己花钱，我觉得都是一个很棒的体验。重点是当你内心有想法的时候，那个声音在你脑中想了第2次，那就去做吧。
希望大家可以多关注变装皇后之余，也可以多看看变装皇后的精神是什么。因为我觉得变装皇后的精神是可以用在每个人身上的，就是你不一定要当一个变装皇后，但是你可以学习像皇后一样是勇于做自己，然后不害怕让别人看到最赤裸的你。
You know, support your local drag, support your local performers. Now we have the first drag race winner from Taiwan, Nymphia Wind, and I definitely think that's the floodgates have broken in terms of people knowing about drag and understanding it. We still got to have the step where people start coming out to shows and people start supporting it and people start buying tickets, because that's the thing that really keeps it going. Nymphia is a local queen here, but now she is the reigning queen of RuPaul's Drag Race. So you support your local queens, then they become international. That's the way to do it, right?
台湾有一个族群叫做阿都，阿都这个族群是属于原住民多元性别里面彼此互相称呼的一个友好的名词。我希望所有的阿都们都能够在这个世道上面，在这个社会上面勇敢的继续表现自己，坚持自己所爱的。然后变装也许是一种表演的方式，但希望大家都能够从变装得到一点力量。所以阿都们加油
Can you tell us, what does this Drag Fest mean to you, with people from the culture ministry, legislators, people from the diplomatic corps, so many people coming to this show?
Yes,
what does
yes.
this mean for drag in Taiwan?
Because 30 years ago, when I doing drag, it's like very underground. Even until last year, I still feel very underground. But you know, the Nymphia win the RuPaul Drag Race US, everything like bright. So we don't need to hide something. For example, I did a drag event for over 30 years, and my family never know. But this year, I asked my family all come to watch the show. It means a lot to me.
Now, let's get the reaction from the street.
When my wife and I watched it on TV back in the States, we were so excited to see this representation for Taiwan. And so I just wanted to participate in this historic moment.
来看妮菲亚，
对，来看妮菲亚。
你不是妮菲亚的粉丝吗？
我想看一些其他变装皇后。
那你想看谁？
很多爆米花，其他台湾的变装皇后。
谁？
怎样？
灵魂拷问。
大概从2020年开始看 RuPaul's Drag Race， 在东京也有看过大概3次的表演，然后后来就是这一届，因为有 Nymphia， 然后还有像是 Mirage 跟Plain Jane， 他们都是我很喜欢的 Queen。
我偶尔在 G Star 会看到。OK， 所以平常都在那边看表演，第一次来这个售票的演出。
我去年有去那个红楼看过。
红楼。对，我觉得很好看，所以来。
很好玩，对。
怎么好玩个法？
就是很好玩啊。
他们会做些特别的事吗？
对啊
，like
我就觉得很好玩啊。
我觉得他最主要的就是因为他的身份嘛，那以他这个头衔，就是让很多台湾人更加认识到这个，不管是圈内的同志文化，或者是 drag queen 的文化。
我觉得有，就是他代表很多可能比较偏弱势族群，可是平常可能没有话语权的部分，可是借由 Nymphia， 他好像可以在很勇敢在镜头前面表达自己想要说的话，然后这是台湾多元的一个部分，我觉得这样蛮好的。
有我阿嬷因为她才认识变装皇后。
真的，你阿嬷认识她？
对，她一开始讲变性皇后，但我有跟她讲，我有跟她介绍。
我妈也是，我上次回高雄的时候，然后我就是给我妈看那个妮菲亚的那个影片，这样我就是很多 gay 朋友嘛。
你会带回家让你妈知道他们是吗？
有几个过。
是朋友还是别的朋友？
有一些炮友。
好好听，好好听哦。
它很长啊。
对啊，照片拿出来，我可以 insert 哦。
很长。
没有。
对，我会帮他变装。
真的吗？你现在的妆造是不是
对
？Cody 姐姐。
对，
我觉得应该会耶，因为我觉得每个人都会有不同的面向想要呈现，可能不是像在台上那样子，可能应该说就是你会有想要借由变装，想要展现不一样的自己。
我会接受吧，可是我会想要知道说为什么他这个历程是怎么来的。那当然是不管他想要做什么，我应该都是会支持他。
所以他要先交个企划书，你才可以通过这样。
就是可能至少1到2000个字左右，让我知道一下就是前因后果。
可以啊，可以啊，可是他这样很高调哎。
你想很低调是不是？
低调一点。
那他妆很浓，都看不出来。
那可以。
晚上看不出来，早上会变回。
因为像是我就是对自己的外形或体型，就是有很多的不安全感，就没自信。可是就看到很多大尺码的皇后，然后她们就都很可以拥抱自己的身材，就觉得很棒，希望能够像她们一样。
I think drag, to me, I think it means be true to yourself. You know, I'm not afraid of be yourself in front of everyone and not hiding. I think, you know, LGBTQ community have been hiding from society. I think drag embrace the element of be yourself and not afraid the whole world to know and be who you are.
怎么像 Lady Gaga 啊？
这个阿妈都不知道。
尼菲亚。
对，好厉害！那你知道尼菲亚是谁吗？
是那个变装大赛的那个冠军。
比较偏向感觉是中性。
我觉得应该是没有啦，因为变装皇后其实只要是不管男生女生，不管你是谁，只要想当的话，你都可以去当。我觉得你只要有喜欢这件事情就可以了。对对对。
我也是觉得说，只要你喜欢，有这个热忱，其实都可以去做。
所以没有任何的条件跟限制。
对，没有任何限制。
卸一次妆都要卸多久？
卸多久？真的，因为妆很浓，对不对？想知道要卸多久？
感觉很累。
不过我觉得一个有点奇怪的疑惑点就是，他们不是都要 tuck 吗？就是要塞。那我就很好奇，说他们就是如果表演到一半想上厕所怎么办？这种感觉就是感觉，因为他们都用胶带封嘛，就是如果要拆开来上厕所，那是不是会很麻烦？
那我会帮他化妆。
想帮他化妆？
对啊，然后我化成男的，然后他就很一个美女啊，就验证一下我的眼光是很完美的，他男或女都可以。
可以啊，没关系啊。
可以吗？
可以照相啊，不要出去走来走去呀。
你觉得他可以拍他很好？
对，
大支持啊，支持，大支持。
我觉得就是他们就很厉害啊，如果他真的有这个能力跟这个想法的话，我觉得也很赞，对啊。他如果可以带走我也可以啊。
你想下去表演是不是？
可能可以吧。
可以告诉我为什么吗？
像我这样，我就穿很素，不会考虑。
那如果你不用动手画呢？你不用动手画，别人帮你画，可是你就是我给你1万块，我帮你好像变装。
这样会考虑哦，会考虑哦，
可以试试看，需要钱的力量。
我也想试一下变装，因为我觉得很特别，而且就是平常没有机会这样子做。如果有机会的话，我也想试一下。
这样？
我不敢啊，
不敢啊。有机会吗？因为你这么漂亮哦，再年轻个10岁这样。
对呀，我现在70几了呢。年轻的时候可能会啦。
开心就好，
支持，
对。
屌 BB，
屌 BB 是什么？你告诉我们好不好？
就是很强的意思。
加油，加油，加油！我会去看表演。如果有朋友就是去当变装皇后的话，这样子。
先想一想说，怎么那么怪？可是后来想一想啊，现在年代不一样了。
对。
所以大家都喜欢就好了。
After talking to so many people, my sense is that drag is here to stay. And is only getting more popular over time. Hopefully, the Taiwanese queens will get more visibility, and we will find a way for the drag cultures in the respective countries in Asia to link up and make it even more of a stronger force to be reckoned with. I hope you enjoyed the interviews that we compiled for you for this video. Gagatai Talk is a series of interviews that we'll be conducting all over Asia to get the thoughts from people on the latest development in LGBTQ news and culture. If you like what you saw, please follow, subscribe, and comment on our social media on IG, Facebook, and YouTube. Gagatai Talk. See you next time.